Welcome everybody to this DC Universe Online video. I'm doing the Watchtower Containment and I'm playing as Arkillo. So we're going to start. Arkillo is currently the promo legends, and so we need to stop the prison break and reboot the security terminal. So there's going to be actually the turrets firing at us, so we'll have to go behind and try to press the console button. So I'll try to do that while others distract.
Hydraulic damage sustained. Automated riot control systems rebooted.
So that should help the turrets, put the turrets on our side, and then we'll have to defeat the security enforcers. And these are the enemies that are in this instance. I think the mini enemies or something like that. And there are gorilla prisoners, so we're going to beat down on these. And I'm not sure what we have to press these as well, because I think they might get up, or I don't know if they get up, but once we press them they like get kind of like handcuffed or something like that. And so the other people in this group are playing, I think they're all Robin or something. So, whoa, there's another enemy right behind me, so I couldn't actually capture the gorilla enemy. And there's a hive prisoner, let's take him down, and then make sure we press the button to handcuff him. And we'll just keep trying to get all the other enemies down as well. There's another enemy that just did attack me, so we're gonna go after him, and then we're gonna continue forth to the next part. Or oh yeah, this door is open, so we're gonna see what area or what enemies we have to face. So there's another console button. I'll try to press that if I can. If I can't, then I'll try to defeat the surrounding enemies around the area. So here we have the security enforcers, and these are the big robots. So I knocked one down there. Maybe we can actually, someone's pressing the button, so that's okay. So I'll continue to fight the prisoners. I think I'm losing quite a bit of health. I'm at half health, but hopefully that should be alright. I think I'll take a drink when it gets a bit lower. But other than that, I'll just keep trying to fight and face these enemies. There are quite a lot of enemies in this area. There's quite a lot of hive prisoners and security forces, the big guys. So we're going to try to take those down first, because they might be like the ones with the most health. I'm not quite sure about that, but so then we're going to see what else is next. But it still says to reboot the security terminal, and there's a door down there that I can see. But I think what we'll have to do is we'll have to press another terminal, so we'll have to look for that. So as I can see, it looks like the gorilla, Prince Olgo, is being like mind controlled or something. So so we'll have to, I think we have to defeat him or something.
Let me guess, you're the bad guys.
So I'm not sure how tough he is, but his like combat rating, it says his combat rating 90. I'm not sure if he doesn't seem to be too bad at the moment. So right now he's running away, and I think he's gonna release more of his gorilla enemies. So what I'll try to do is I'll try to get rid of these gorilla prisoners, so they don't have extra effect on beating the boss. so it makes it easier to defeat Prince Olgo. So he's trying to get his minions, the other gorillas, to gain strength.
You shall not cage the Prince of Apes.
So that was pretty okay, and now we need to reboot the security terminal. So we're gonna go forward, and we're gonna see what else is there.
You are too late.
So we have an adherent enemy here, so we're gonna just try to destroy him as well. And then we have the other security enforcers coming up. So these guys will knock you about. It seems like they do it quite a bit.
Rebooting. Hydraulic damage sustained.
Willpower is strong, but not as strong as fear. Victory is ours.
So just wait for the door to open now, and it should open just a bit, or do we? I'm not sure. We may have had to smash it, I think. I thought it was gonna open, but I thought maybe we have to smash it. And right now there's a super huge special tasks guard here.
Hydraulic damage sustained. Rebooting.
So we're gonna try to take down these big robots. They are the task guard, and then we're gonna go further down into this alert, and we're gonna see what other enemies we'll have to face, and then what we'll have to do next. So there's a terminal there. I'm gonna let the other people try to destroy the enemies while I try to press the button. I just got flung around, so I'm gonna just try to do this. And I can see this other person is trying to press the button. So maybe I'll let them and then see if I can destroy the neural mites.
Damage detected.
So there's all these electrical beams kind of stopping us. So hopefully we can make this, and then
Automated control systems.
we go into the next area. So there's another terminal to press here. So we'll just have to get rid of all these other neural mics in the second room or something. There's quite a few of these hanging around here.
Automated riot control systems. Rebooted.
Initiated.
So now we've done that, and then we're gonna go further on.
This is Oracle. Whatever you just did, it finally let me reconnect to the internal systems. We have to get Brainiac out of the Watchtower. The security command room is up ahead. He's hacking into the terminal there.
So we have the system hacker. So this will be the I think the final boss, which
That drone is our security
is
hacker.
trying to hack
Blow it
in
up.
the system.
That should short out the connections to our system.
You do know crime doesn't pay.
Systems damaged.
Be smarter than you look and run.
So I think what he does is he brings other enemies as well that try to give him energy or something like that. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to defeat these, otherwise the enemy or the boss gets extra health. So the boss will actually get extra health when these enemies are around. So you have to make sure you defeat them, so then you can take down the boss. So always watch what's coming around you. So as I can see, there's dots on the minimap, which means the other enemies have spawned, and we'll have to defeat these so that they don't give the boss health. So there's one there, the warden, so let me just take down the warden.
Damage detected.
So we're just gonna defeat all these enemies, and then we're gonna go after the boss. So the boss is quite low here. So if there's other enemies, they won't maybe not do too much a difference. So once these enemies spawn in, the boss push you back so that the enemies can kind of like give them health. But as long as you destroy the enemies quickly, it'd be okay.
That will restore security while I run a damage assessment. I need to know just how far Brainiac got into our systems.
So we have to reboot the security terminal, which is, I think, around the corner. And I'm going to be doing that.
Analysis is still running. Don't wait. See if you can free Hawkman and Hawkgirl. Cams show them trapped fairly close by.
So we have to help free Hawkman and Hawkgirl. So we're going to go ahead here, and then we're going to go up these steps. And then we're going to go and meet with Hawkman and Hawkgirl and try to free them. So we're going to see what other enemies we have to face. And we have the program Alpha, and I'm going to go after the program Beta.
Your willpower is strong, but not as strong as fear!
These things started to digitize Shaira. We must get her to the infirmary and see what damage they've done.
So we have to restore the containment security and stabilize the reactors. So we're going to see...
I'm showing a strong Brainiac presence near the reactor core. This prison break was just to slow us down while they sabotaged the Watchtower's power supply. If the core goes, the Watchtower goes with it. Hurry!
So we're gonna fight off these other enemies.
Unit damaged.
So we're gonna defeat all the enemies in this area, and then we're be able to stabilize the reactor or to move on to the next part. So I think that after we defeat these enemies, we should be able to press a button or something. We'll have to defeat the Overwatch as well, right in the middle here.
Weapons activated. Damage detected.
So I'm gonna be trying to press the button, and what's happening is all these neurobites are trying to stop me. Hopefully I can press this button, so at least the team has caused a distraction, which means that I can press the
control systems
button.
rebooted.
And then we should be able to go to the next part, and I think so we're gonna see what's in the next area, and we're gonna go down here and see what other things that we have to do.
Systems damaged. Repairs initiated.
So there's a lot of the neuromites and neural crawlers in this area, so we're gonna just try and take these down, and then see once the door opens where it takes us and where it leads us. So we're gonna go down here.
Power is surging in the reactor core. The forces there are powerful, but there aren't that many of them. He must be planning to use the core itself against us somehow. Whoa! Massive drain on the reactor core, the Brainiac signature just flared like you wouldn't believe. It's creating a deadly feedback loop into the core. You have to stop it before it destroys the Watchtower and everyone in it.
So we have to defeat the Brainiac Eradicator, so we're gonna start.
Critical damage. Performance impaired. Status critical.
So it looks like his health is going down pretty slow as well. Unlike the other boss. The other boss, that spider boss, his health was going down pretty fast compared to this one, which this one will spawn eradicator drones, and I think that if you don't defeat all of these eradicator drones, that this boss will like suck the health out of the enemies or something like that, or the enemies will give him more energy, and then it will become like really tough to beat. So I probably should pop a drink soon because my health is getting really low. So I just popped a drink, and then I'm just going to try to see if I can survive this, because I'm only like half health right now. So once I'm really low, I better roll out the way or something. So like now I should probably range the boss, because it'll be critical. And actually there's a smashed health barrel, maybe I can get some health here. So I'll try to regen my health, because they broke the barrel, so that's a bit good. So we'll have to defeat the eradicated drones.
Systems failed.
Keep getting stunned and
Performance impaired. Status.
so I better just keep rolling out of the way. He's lunging at me a lot as well.
Damage sustained. Performance impaired.
This is where you... Man. Well, the core's been salvaged, and you managed to limit the damage Brainiac's done. Oh, and saved everyone in the Watchtower. I call that a good day's work. Head back and let the security forces know it's safe to come in and clean up. I'll start patching our security defenses. And thanks.
So I really hope you liked this video, and I thank you for watching.